Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Pengo's World, or better call it Pengo's Beach, because this week's episode theme is 10 interesting facts about sea and also ocean. But just before we dive into this theme, make sure to explore the deep world below this video where you can find yourself a subscribe button. Anyway, I hope to tell you some facts that you have never heard before. So without any further ado, let's begin. And you'll want to stay to the 10th fact. Trust me. Fact number 1. The ocean covers 71% of the Earth's surface. Well, that's pretty much good known, but I think that we cannot really imagine what that means. That means that oceans hold about 96.5% of all Earth's water. That's a volume of 320 million cubic miles. And all world waters are connected, and every river at last finishes in the sea or ocean. Fact number 2. 37 out of 50 critical minerals can be found in the ocean. A critical mineral is a non-fuel mineral or mineral material that is 1. Essential to the economic or national security of the U.S., and 2. Has a supply chain vulnerable to disruption. Critical minerals play a significant role in our national security, economy, renewable energy development, and infrastructure. USGS data collection and analysis scans the horizon for emerging issues in crucial supply chains, and every 3 years identifies the nation's current vulnerabilities to potential disruptions. Some of the minerals found in the ocean include antimony, cobalt, lithium, manganese, and titanium. Fact number 3. The ocean influences and regulates Earth's climate, acting like the planet's heart. Ocean currents circulate vital heat and moisture around the globe, similar to the human circulatory system. Physical oceanic processes like the El Niño Southern Oscillation in the Pacific Ocean Basin and the Gulf Stream current in the Atlantic can influence climate worldwide. Just like our hearts must be monitored and cared for to ensure long-term health, USGS studies our oceans to better understand these processes and how they influence our climate. This knowledge is critical for monitoring and predicting how our ocean climate system is shifting, affecting both people and ecosystems in our changing world. And this is logical when you know that oceans cover up 71% of Earth's surface. It must have some influence over the Earth and its climate. Fact number 4. There's enough salt in the ocean to cover the whole surface of the Earth. If the salt in the ocean could be removed and spread evenly over the Earth's land surface, it would form a layer more than 500 feet or 166 meters thick, about the height of a 40-story office building. Why is the ocean salty? This salt mostly comes from rocks on land and is transported by rainwater runoff and riverine inputs to the sea. It can also be thrust into the ocean from hydrothermal vents on the seafloor, and it also serves a purpose to make you that face when you accidentally drink some seawater. This one is obviously made up by me. Fact number 5. We often hear that we discovered only 5% of the ocean. Well, that's maybe not so true, but it has a sense of truth, because oceans are big, and I mean really big bodies of water. Humans know more about the physical and chemical properties of outer space than about planet Earth's deep ocean regions. The bottom of the ocean is anything but flat. In fact, it's full of features like ridges, trenches, plateaus, and canyons. USGS maps bathymetry to the shape of the ocean floor to better understand the resources and hazards that can be found there. Fact number 6. The ocean floor is moving. Yeah, this one is a bit unexpected. The ocean floor is composed mostly of basalt and other igneous rocks, forming what's known as oceanic crust. As tectonic plates spread apart, molten magma rises up into the ocean floor, forming a mid-ocean ridge, which is part of the active tectonic processes that are shaping our planet. At these geologically active sites, hydrothermal fluids vent hot mineralogic material into the ocean water. This activity forms deep-sea mineral deposits and supports chemosynthetic life forms and related ecosystems. In these areas, important discoveries about our planet and the life forms that live in these remote areas are still being made. Fact number 7. Sea level and the amount of water in the ocean change over time. During colder climatic periods, ice caps grow, glaciers form, and water turns to ice, lessening the amounts in other parts of the water cycle like the ocean. The reverse is true during warm periods. During the last ice age, glaciers covered almost 1/3 of Earth's land mass, and the ocean was 400 feet lower than today, allowing humans to cross over to North America from Asia. USGS is involved in sea level rise research, including forecasting forecasting the impacts of sea level rise on our coastal communities and ecosystems. As global average temperatures increase, heat is absorbed into the ocean, sea surface temperatures rise, and water expands. This expansion adds to the volume of water in the ocean and increases global sea levels. It's important to note that with rising seas, the ocean basins won't just fill up like a bathtub. Sea level rise will also increase coastal hazards like erosion and flooding. Fact number 8. The number of species that live in the ocean is unknown. This one is another logical one. We haven't even touched the deep sea and ocean. Eukaryotes are the plants, animals, and fungi found on Earth. Some studies estimate that there are about 8.7 million eukaryotic species globally, of which 2.2 million are marine, meaning about a quarter of all eukaryotic life lives in the ocean. What we do know is that our ocean is home to a wealth of biodiversity, and every organism plays a critical role in the structure and function of this expansive marine environment. USGS science helps inform the management and conservation of marine biodiversity and habitats, from the coastlines down to the deepest trenches. Fact number 9. The Great Lakes aren't oceans, but they're similar in many ways. While the Great Lakes aren't salty like the ocean, they are very oceanic in nature, and it takes oceanic methods to study them. These large bodies of water are facing many of the same stressors as our oceans, such as overfishing, marine debris, water quality, and invasive species. The USGS conducts research and monitoring in the Great Lakes region and in other inland seas across the country to understand these large bodies of water and inform how we use and manage them. Fact number 10. Atlantis. And for the cherry on the top, we have one of the greatest sea and ocean mysteries, the lost city of Atlantis. First off, Atlantis, according to the legend, was an advanced civilization that finished on the bottom of the ocean. This legend was told by Plato in 360 BC, and it's still popular. People are trying to find it or to prove that it existed. I think that maybe it existed, maybe it didn't, but anyway, it's a pretty interesting legend. And friends, we are over with this amazing theme. I hope you learned something, and that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, then be sure to support me by clicking that subscribe button. Anyway, thanks for watching, and this theme is over. Till next week, see ya.